race fans, welcome into the preview show presented by FedEx. I'm Alex Weaver here with my friend Marty Snyder from NBC Sports. Brad Keselowski, the clutch performer, stomach flu, no problem.
Impressive. Yeah.
Very impressive. Put on a show in Atlanta and had the stomach flu on top of it.
Yeah, and what they were able to do at Atlanta, very impressive to me. And the fact that Brad, he always seems to be able to come up with these races where he goes out there, he's been sick a couple days before, doesn't really practice the car. You go back to early in his career when he broke his ankle and comes back that next weekend and wins a race at Pocono. So very impressed with what Brad Keselowski was able to do. It wasn't that they had the fastest car at Atlanta, but you got to give credit to Paul Wolfe. They were in the right spot. They got the free pass at the right time. Paul Wolfe knew immediately, hey, I can pit, get fresh tires on. He makes that final restart. He's in the third row on that final restart. Very aggressive on that restart. Goes all the way from the bottom of the racetrack to the top of the racetrack. Puts himself in a position to be able to get the win. Passes for the lead. And really the distance, Alex, that he put on at Martin Truex Jr. at that time to be able to, gap him and keep himself in front of Truex. That was the key to the win to me. But what Brad Keselowski and what Paul Wolfe was able to do and get that win, very impressive because they didn't have the best car, but they took advantage of the situation.
Well, he even mentioned in Victory Lane about overheating. I think this was a very big surprise win for him. And here is what Keselowski had to say in Victory Lane following the win in Atlanta.
I think first off, I got to give a lot of credit to my wife who's standing in the back. She was sick, just like I was, and she took great care of me along with everybody in the care center. I couldn't be here today without them, so thank you. This day is, wow. I don't even know how to put it in words. I'm just so happy for this team. First race with the new rules or whatever they're called now, and to be able to win it, that's really special as well. And I know everybody here is excited about that, and just a great day overall for Team Penske and our Ford Mustang.
Now that aero package was on display in Atlanta. We didn't get the full aero package, but now coming to Vegas, we have the 550 motor, we have the aero ducts, the big spoiler coming out. What can we expect heading into Vegas?
The interesting thing to me is that Atlanta, last week, it was kind of easier to pick your fantasy team. This week at Las Vegas, it's going to be tougher to pick your fantasy team because I have no idea what to expect this weekend at Las Vegas. Atlanta had that rough surface, very low grip, going to have a lot more grip at Las Vegas this weekend, and then you add in the full package. To me, from everyone I've talked to about what we're going to expect this weekend at Las Vegas, the leader's going to be able to kind of squirt away from everybody else. From second on back, it's going to be a hornet's nest. We're going to see racing everywhere throughout the pack. Drafting is going to be key. Being able to pass is going to be a little difficult, but you're going to have cars all over the racetrack, and that's going to make for some very exciting racing, in my opinion. But because that leader knocked such a big hole in the air, restarts are going to be more critical than ever. You're going to see dogfights on restarts. You're going to see guys trying to get as much as they can on a restart because they know if they can get the lead on a restart, that's going to be the key to everything, Alex. So to me, restarts are going to be very big, but from second on back, it's going to be crazy racing this weekend, but I truly have no idea what to expect. And talking to everyone in the garage area at Atlanta, I don't think they know what to expect this weekend at Las Vegas either.
That means good racing.
Yeah, it's going to mean exciting racing.
We had Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch both test in Vegas earlier this year. Are they kind of the two that you can maybe mimic and watch?
Well, I think a lot. We had so many teams test at Las Vegas earlier this year that I don't know if anyone certainly has an advantage going to Las Vegas this weekend. But I look at the Stewart-Haas cars. They were very strong at Atlanta in terms of raw speed. So I think they're going to be very strong this weekend. I think experience is going to be a factor. I think Team Penske was very strong at Atlanta this weekend, obviously with Brad Keselowski getting the win. But I thought Joey Logano had maybe the best car out of the Team Penske group. He kind of drove back through the field a couple of times. So to me, the experience and who's aggressive when it comes to drafting and willing to put themselves in a good spot and good on restarts, that's going to be a big key.
Now you mentioned experience might be the key, but can you actually pick who is going to win in Vegas? I know this is going to be super tough for you, but who do you go on with this new aero package?
I think it's going to be very tough to pick a winner this weekend. I think the fantasy team picks are going to be very tough this weekend as well. But I'm going to go with Joey Logano this weekend because the couple of things I come back to, one, even though he's a young driver, the experience factor, and then two, who's aggressive, who's willing to dictate pace, who's willing to put themselves out there on a restart. Joey Logano is still one of the best at restarting in my opinion, so I'm going to go with Joey Logano this weekend as my winner at Las Vegas.
All right, I'm going to take, I think, maybe the easy pick. I don't know now with the new rules package, but I'm going to go with Kevin Harvick. Yeah, I think he's two races in, we're ready to win now.
And obviously very strong at Atlanta and had probably what I thought was the fastest car at Atlanta. but very good at Las Vegas as well. So Kevin Harvick, obviously a very solid pick.
All right, you can catch that in the Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube, coming from Las Vegas Motor Speedway this Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on Fox. And we will see you guys right back in studio before we head to ISM Raceway.